What's up, guys? Got a new build video, but for the Division 2. Yeah, I know, it's been a long time since I freaking came back to this game, but I figured why not? I've been itching for a new third-person shooter anyway, and honestly, I only had about like 10 hours in the game anyway, and by the time of this recording I have 20 hours in, and I feel like I already have a pretty good idea. Like, I was lost. I like stopped playing because I just didn't know what to do for the end game, and now I kind of have an idea. It's basically just countdown raids and open world events to farm gear and just leveling up. And like, there's a bunch of XP farms pretty much just to get for the seasons. And there's a couple other things that I've been kind of like some loot drops and all that. But I got a couple builds. I wanted to, and maybe like a small little guide. I got, you might notice my my UI is maybe a little bit different than yours, and I don't have damage numbers. I wanted to play this as much as like a tactical shooter as possible, pretty much. But pretty much for these builds, I was just kind of messing around with like tank builds and what would you call like skill builds, so they focus on your abilities that you can use. But I've been running into a lot of like EMPs and stuff, and sometimes the damage output for some of the skills isn't like too impressive for the cooldowns, so I've been running something a little different. My friends have been showing me that you can just target loot and just like focus these, like they have like Diablo weapon sets and gear sets now. I thought that was hilarious. But I was using Imperial Dynasty to light people on fire at first, using a status effect build. I was adding that to my original setup, but now I'm running Vile. This is going to be the new one. I've been actually testing this out. I want to see, there's a shotgun in the game called the Scorpio, but right now I'm using the Chatterbox. It does, what is this? The increased um, rate of fire is pretty nice when you can get that max stack of 5. It is an insane bullet hose. And one of the problems I had with this game too, I criticized this a lot, is the bullet sponginess of the enemies. And right now, I'm not really a bullet sponge. I'm pretty much I am the bullet sponge now. So with this build, we're running the shield and the seeker drone, so you can just kind of like set and forget with most of that. But yeah, Hunter's Kit, Hunter's Fury, shotgun and SMG damage. It's actually been really good, and I really want to try, if you have the Scorpio or the Chatterbox, I would recommend any purple weapon, but the fire starter is actually pretty nice. It comes with the flamethrower specialization, and you can get, focus on those flamethrower specialization skill trees too, because you can go to your hideout and level that up. But yeah, I'll just test this thing out. I'm already on like floor 40 with like a bunch of modifiers on, so like if I lose my max health, it's like permanent, and I have like limited supplies and limited ammo and stuff, and I'm still like, I got to like floor 40 with this, so it's a really good setup in my opinion. I just freaking threw this together and had some ideas, and I'm so happy that they work. But yeah, and we're loot focused for some set gear. I was using like messing around with Hot Shot, Hunter's Fury, and what was the other one? I don't know, but yeah, definitely got to focus the flamethrower at least. That's been like that skill tree. And if you can find yourself a good shotgun, I recommend one with that's mag fed and not like a single, like one at a time, and not a pump action. Don't do a pump action. Get an automatic shotgun with a clip or a magazine. Don't do that single fed bullcrap. That shotgun, like, you're gonna enjoy that a lot more, especially one with a lot of accuracy. I have this modded for like accuracy and handling and stuff, and then most of my crit chance and like the chatterbox is pretty much. This might change when I'm using the Scorpio setup, but you know, you could run a sniper. I might run like the Brutus alongside this just for no reason, just to have some sort of long range option to complement the shotgun, which is going to be my main weapon anyway. But yeah, Hunter's Kit, Definitely got to throw that in there. Like, this is insane. The freaking killing a debuffed enemy, just and all that. It's the freaking and the increased radius of this disoriented apex predator kills 5 meters to 10 meters. Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff that just gets thrown together, kind of add up to like a decent build. Maxed out fire starter. Like, I pretty much maxed out submachine guns, shotguns, or maybe it was marksman rifles. I might have marksman rifles and submachine guns maxed out in the specialization tree. But we're pretty much rolling with this. You can pretty much use whatever specialization and sidearm you want, whatever really works for your preferred playstyle, but I definitely gotta give it some credit here. If you're struggling, just use this flippin' ballistic shield. This ballistic shield's insane. I actually do have, I think I have 2 builds. My friend gave me a build too, but this one I'm showing off because I'm really proud of it, so. Oh, and definitely use your caches if you're looking for gear. I keep forgetting to open those. But you can get like legendary, like gold, like frickin' those weird orange, fancy colored. You can get cool stuff from caches. So open your frickin' boxes. And do countdown, apparently. But yeah, if you're farming gear, if you're having your friends do this, like, definitely this is better with friends because all of your buddies can do the same exact thing as on. Like, you could look for the submachine gun, you could probably look for like St. Elmo's or something, or you could go for that shotgun and just focus shotguns and look for flipping the Scorpio. But for starters, just go for the green stuff first because you can get some really good set gear, like, really, really fast, especially if all 3 or all 4 of you guys are, like, all 3 of your friends are doing the same exact thing, looking up the same stuff, and, like, say they already have, like, 1,000 hours in this game, and you just started 10, 20 hours, they can trade you the gear. They can give you everything, and, like, you can just deconstruct it or give it back or whatever. But, yeah. That's that build. That's the insane, crazy build. And this is my friend's sniper build. We're probably going to use the TAC 50 for the specialization on this one, but I just don't have that unlocked. So, I'm using the flamethrower still with the Brutus. The Brutus is pretty flippin' good. I mean, you got aces of 8s, and the hot shots. That's a different build. This was probably going to be a better build for, like, sniper support, and, like, if you already have a tank in your group and you already have, like, some sort of healer guy that's, like, able to keep your health up, this is a fun one. Especially if you're able to throw on, like, maybe the Nemesis. You can charge shot with all this. Well, actually, never mind. I don't think the Nemesis is a marksman rifle, so disregard that. Brutus is still going to be, like, the go-to, I think. That's what my friend was saying, but you'll see here in a second, it's probably not the best for modified endgame freaking summit runs. It might be better for, like, bosses, and taking out, like, light patrols from a distance, things like that. But I still run the shotgun. What I like doing, it's the same pretty much. Like, I think it's pretty much exactly the same accuracy. But what I'd like to do is I run the shield. I use the sniper mainly for the main weapon. And then when enemies close in and start doing damage to me, I press the L1 or whatever your shield activation is, and it instantly swaps from the sniper to the shotgun. So it saves me multiple button presses. It's a lot faster than just swapping and then hitting your shield. Just hit your shield, like, instantly. So that was a little tip if you're new and you're just starting out and you're just trying to figure this out, but, you know. I only have 20 hours in the game, and I'm, like, already flipping, and, like, I feel like I'm already overpowered, and my complaints about this game have been nullified completely, like the bullet sponge enemies. I am now the bullet sponge, so now it's fair game. But yeah, shotguns and snipers early game, freaking overpowered. Love it. If you can get a double barrel shotgun and like some sort of fast firing machine gun and or a sniper and a shotgun, that's my go-to. That is my recommendation. That's like a huge like damage increase, one shot capabilities, crit chance, and weapon damage. And if you're struggling with your tankiness, just throw in the ballistic shield. I'm not really struggling with the tankiness either. I'm just like using it because some of these enemies just do like it's just smarter to use. Like you reposition with it. You can use it in the situations like especially in the summit. If you're soloing the summit, you get in these weird situations where maybe you get a hostage situation and then you're getting surrounded by drones. That's like the worst. So what I do is that the shield, they for some reason prioritize you. Like if you play Helldivers and you're throwing the energy shield down, and not the one you wear on your back, but the one that lands on the ground, and it's the giant bubble shield. Like the enemies prioritize that. It almost feels like the same prioritization with the shield. Like all the drones flying around will just start shooting you from all over the place, but you can kind of use that to your advantage if you know where they're going to spawn from, and you can get the flippin' hostage to actually go in like a decent spot. Like, I don't know, just some weird things like that. As for the UI, I don't even know. I'd have to... I think I pretty much just set everything to as minimal as possible. We'll take out all these guys first. It's not a bad setup either. I totally forgot to turn on the damage numbers for you guys, and I apologize. But yeah, you can pretty much try this out for yourself. You can pretty much see it's like, you know, it's doing just fine. I mean, we're pretty much killing each other like equally at this point, which is not too good. I'm using my friend's build and I'm trying to like show off, and I'm not doing it justice right now. I need to get repositioned. Yeah. And what's a bigger issue is I think I have a 1 minute timer up there or something. I don't know what's going on. Like I feel rushed, and this is a build that usually I take my time with things, and you got flipping these servers about to blow up or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what the 1 minute timer was, so I ended up like rushing here. Ended up making a lot of mistakes. But yeah, I ended up going default back into this frickin' run and gun with the shotgun mode, and that was not like also the play. This is more like, yeah, like what is this timer? I got like scared. I was like, oh no, I only have 10 seconds to do this. Nah, it's not gonna happen. Yep. So that's my friend's sniper build. It really works better in a group, I promise you. I promise it works way better in a group. But let's try that again. I'm gonna run that with my shotgun chatterbox build. And when I get the Scorpio, I might make a part 2 when I have maybe 30 hours in the game and I have the Scorpio. I might try and yeah, I'll see if that works. I'm trying to go off some weird like status effect, weapon damage, crit damage type thing with I want the seeker mines actually. I wish those seeker mines were a little faster and had like a stun capability or something, like little EMPs or something. I think that would be sick. A little bit too OP, but if you're running around with the shotgun and you just shoot all these frickin' fire guys and their frickin' explodey bits and their propane tanks, it's so fun. Like, look at this. Just frickin' get them. Get them down. Nope. It's so satisfying. And you can use the shield to kind of block all the damage too, so you're just like right in there, right in the action. It's a really fun run and gun type, like spray and pray kind of setup, but you don't really have to pray because you're hiding behind a flippin' wall and you're pretty much a tank, and everyone's just getting mowed down. And it's a fun time. All these level 40s. Yeah, they're done. Fuck it. Also got the cluster grenades. You unlock those from doing the fire spray skill tree in the weapon specializations. And you got a little mini boss here. It's like the last time I was playing this, it was giving me some trouble, but I just go through and yep, he's out. And then you have all of this loot you can gather. You got another hunter's backpack. Like, this is how you'd farm the loot in the first place. It just goes to show how easy it is. Like, every 10 rounds or so, you're pretty much guaranteed. And then you got these side rooms, which, honestly, I keep running past them and I can't find the keys ever. But I'm dumb. When my friends are playing with me, we find the keys and get the doors like every single time. So if you're running this with other players, you're probably gonna do just fine, unless they don't know what they're doing. But a lot of my friends, like the people that play in party chats all the time, they know what they're doing for sure. They watch the YouTube videos. They like to play this game. But that's pretty much like my new player guide, I guess. You know, go for the greens. Especially early on, like you've just beaten, like you're just playing this casually, you beat the story mode and you have the DLC and you beat the DLC and you get to level 40 and you doing the SHD thing, you're doing the seasonal stuff and that's where you're at and you don't know what to do. I mean, this is great. You just freaking can farm gear in the summit and then you can just do whatever you want after that. You can actually, like, I like build crafting, like that's my thing. I do the Dark Souls thing, I do the build crafting thing, I'd also do the glitch videos, but it's not a bad setup. You know, I probably would run the TAC 50 and maybe something else and maybe something to, like, maybe a support drone to fly around and shoot things. I think that would be a little better, but, you know. We're going to run the Chatterbox Vial setup, and then, I think I'm just going to shut up for a little while and, you know, you guys can just enjoy a little bit of the gameplay and hopefully this helped out a little bit. And I'll tune in when it's the last couple seconds of the video like usual and say my bullshit, but yeah, you guys take it easy.
Terminal in hostile control. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Yeah, so as you can see, this build is definitely a 10 out of 10 on the fun factor. Like, it's just too good. And focusing on the loot, I don't know who added this to the game. I don't know when this got added to the game, but it's the best thing. It's the best ever. Like, screw RNG, screw grinding. Just skip to level 30, play the DLC, get to level 40, and just get straight to the summit and level up. And get all the gear really easily. Like, I love this. And I totally went with the old, like, post-apocalyptic SWAT team Native American guy that totally went, like, a little off the deep end and maybe became a little bit too much of a pyromaniac and just loves big guns and exterminating cleaners. So he's like an anti-cleaner with the flamethrower that fight fire with fire type of deal. I don't even think cleaners are in the Division 2. I think it's just the other two guys, the hyenas and the something or other. I don't even know. I'm not paying attention. I don't care about the story. But my little personal story with this guy, like, I don't know. Like, I have, like, this whole little backstory for him and everything. I thought that was cool. And, like, the RPD thing, the ballistics mask, the bow and arrows, and the flamethrower. And, yeah. I pretty much have this set up. If you want to look at my UI, it's pretty simple. I minimized everything, put it all right under the ammo, and then I have the XP up there. But yeah, that's the builds. Shotgun and sniper, and shotgun and the chatterbox, vial, hunter's fury. It's so fun. I recommend you try it. And if you're struggling, hopefully I helped you guys out. And anyway, peace out.